Welcome back. We are covering tip number 13, the 25 tips to become a better driver. You know who you are if you're a good driver, and you know people who are not good drivers. And I'll tell you this, if you have multiple tickets or if you have multiple accidents, if you're driving around and living La Vida Ghetto and redneck here on the streets because you took the insurance money and didn't get your car fixed because you got into an accident, you probably need to listen to this series. And I see it all the time, right? The ghetto redneck life that people live, and I say that humbly, and because again, I have both sides of the family that qualify, fall into both of those categories. So anyway, again, want to encourage you to check this series out or pass it on to somebody you know that needs to listen to this series or watch this series. Help them out and help everybody else out. Want to get everybody home safely. The series that we're covering this week is how to drive a roundabout. And before we get started with tip number 13 here, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, click the thumbs up button, which is the like button, and let YouTube know that you appreciate the content. Both of those let YouTube know that you appreciate the content that's being developed. And then also click the alert button to be notified of future content. And so we're going to jump right in and cover tip number 13. This is know where you're going. Tip number 13 is know where you're going. And that's part of the 3 tips that I have here that's covering how to drive roundabouts, right? So the first one was be aggressive. The second one was never, ever stop in the center of the circle of the roundabout. Never do that. And then the third one is know where you're going. Know ahead of time where you need to go and how you're going to get there, right? So again, that's going to only help you with number 1 and 2 that we covered of number 15 and 14 here with being aggressive and never stopping the center. If you know where you're going and know where you have to exit, then you should know which lane you need to be in if it's a multiple lane, roundabout. So again, practicing, we talked about that in the last video as well. That's something you should also do if there's a roundabout near you. Best thing for you to do is not only practice, but practice during the busy times, right? But the bigger thing is know where you're going. If you know that you're going someplace and there's that dreaded roundabout that you hate going into, like I said, my mother-in-law hates driving in the roundabouts. I know other people who are kind of the same way. My wife is a crazy woman now. She made her a little bit nervous in the beginning, but right now you better watch out, watch out for her. She will take you, she will take your spot. She is aggressive. She has tip number 1 of the roundabouts down big time, and that's okay. I appreciate that though. She makes me a little bit nervous. Anyway, so I'm not gonna. You didn't hear that coming from me. Uncle Paul didn't say that about his wife, and don't you tell her if you know me personally. But she doesn't listen to the obviously. But she sees me grabbing onto the dashboard and the seat, white knuckling it and grabbing onto the safety strap at the top of the car. Anyway, she thinks she's a great driver. Uncle Paul's going to stop you before he gets himself in trouble. I'm not going to say anything more about my wife's driving. I appreciate all the driving that she does and driving our kids, various places, including myself. I let her drive, although I try to. Oh man, I'm just throwing her under the bus here. Number 13 is not going to be a good one for me. I'm gonna pay for this one dearly. Anyway, sorry to get distracted, but know where you're going. That's the whole point of this series, and how to drive roundabouts is going to help yourself and everybody else out. And I need to stop this video before I really get myself in trouble. Before I go though, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button if you've been here multiple times, click the thumbs up, and then also click the alert button to be notified of future content. And please don't tell my wife that I threw her under the bus. So anyway, we'll talk to you at the next video.